Hi, I'm Johnny Athana from Alalon Education based here in the UK. Today, I'm going to be showing you a beautiful blow dry on this short haircut. So this is my model Emma, and today I'm going to be doing a wrap dry blow dry with a D3 7-row original styler. The reason I enjoy using this brush is because the teeth are so strong. You can use this for multiple blow dries, whether it's long hair, short hair, or in this case a wrap dry. Before I start to blow dry, I'm going to use some volume mousse, and the reason for that is because I want the hair to have a little bit of bounce to it. The hair is quite fine, so by adding a little bit of mousse to it, it just helps give me that little bit of volume at the roots. Shake it well. I'm not going to use too much. You apply it into your hands, and then again using the brush. The reason we use the brush is because the brush will guarantee that we get a nice even distribution of product. What you don't want to do is put the mousse in with your hands, because what can tend to happen is you can tend to clump it in. I'm only putting the mousse on at the crown and at the hairline. These are the two areas where I want to try and get control and volume. Now that the hair is prepped, my goal is to start my wrap dry. Now remember one thing, the surface we're working on is round. So the key to a good wrap dry is to allow the brush to slowly use the head as a surface and to curve the hair around the head. Now, the thing you've got to be mindful of is with a D3, the teeth are very strong. The reason the teeth are strong is because it allows you to get a really good tug if you need it. In this scenario, I don't necessarily need lots of tension. All I want to do is use the teeth of the brush to circulate the hair and allow the air flow to do the work. One of the things you've got to be mindful of is when you're wrap drying on the scalp, you don't need to put loads of pressure. The beauty of the brush is the teeth does that for you. So just allow the brush to circulate on the surface of the head. The idea behind wrap drying is that the head and the haircut does all of the work for you. By using a D3 Denman, what it will do is allow you to really stretch the bend out to get a nice fluid shape when you're blow drying. When you're wrap drying, really think about the airflow of the hair. You want the airflow to circulate. Now, some people do use a nozzle when they're wrap drying. Personally, I don't. The reason why is for me, when I use my hairdryer, I want the air to circulate. I don't want it to be too directional. Now, ideally, what I want to try to do is allow the air to circulate, stretch the hair around the scalp, lift it up, down, left or right, depending on what I want the roots to do, and constantly keep the hairdryer moving. I'm going to start my wrap dry in the back, but before I start wrap drying the back, I'm going to start to move all the hair away from me. This preparation is key because what it will do is it will stop me battling. If this hair is coming back and I'm trying to wrap it forward, I'm going to have a fight in the center. Now, the hair that's moving back will constantly be working against me. So before I start wrap drying from the back, I want all of the hair to be moving in a forward motion. Now that I've got all the hair moving in a forward motion, I'm going to start my blow dry in the back. I'm going to be allowing the brush to follow the contour of the head. Again, don't put too much pressure, don't push, you don't need to. The D3 will do the work for you. Glide the hairdryer facing down, that way I'm blowing all the cuticles nice and smooth. I want the hair to fall really soft on the outline. I'm not necessarily going to do a lot of tension drying. Tension drying is obviously where you're picking the hair up, rolling it and potentially just beveling the ends or just dragging the hair through. In this scenario, the bulk of the blow dry is me basically wrapping the hair round side to side. The key here is to let the teeth of the brush, the hairdryer and the shape of the scalp do all of the work for you. Bear in mind one thing, we want high heat, high speed. Once you finish your initial wrap dry, what you want to do is put a little bit of product just on the end. I'm going to use an oil. I'm going to just basically hydrate the hair, then wrap it one last time, and the heat will activate the product and the hair will absorb the product, and I'll get a really incredible shine. I don't need a lot of product, I just need a tiny amount. And all I do again is I run it back and front of my hands, and then I'm literally going to circulate it through the hair using the fingertips first. Now that I've blow dried, I'm going to go through and I'm going to use a pointing technique to soften all of the disconnection through the top. So the key to a beautiful wrap dry is to really understand how the cooling process has effect. We heat the hair up, we stretch the hair using the D3, and then we allow it to cool down. Wherever we let the hair cool down is what it's going to basically sit like. This is my finished look. I hope you've enjoyed watching me blow dry it. Today I used a D3 7-roll original styler.